You know, I've stand up here many times and talk about young people with guns and how dangerous they are and what we got going on in this community. Stop. I want you to see this lady and this baby in this stroller. She's just a shopper. Has nothing to do with anything except she's in there shopping, and she's caught in the middle of a gunfight. They invaded the town of Blythewood.
They invaded.
Watch this video and see them run when the gun starts.
Jeez. That's crazy. You came back for your shoe?
We're gonna play this video here. You'll watch these individuals here. You'll see them all pull their guns out.
That's crazy.
Guns, shooting. So the message today is either come in or we're coming to get you.
Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
I was down on my looking to hit me a lick, ready to get into some. Since I was a jit, I had big dreams of getting rich. Now we leveling up in this. Take a look at my kicks. You know we stepping on toughest nigga. First one to get hit, don't make me send a blitz. My head is itching for it. Hollow to spit like a list, but wait. Whoa.
Well, now it's the Mvrder Can't Deal. Welcome back to Sheldon's bootleg ass studio. We come to kick it, vibe out, and shoot this shit with Sheldon. I really appreciate each and every last one of y'all for pulling up. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and get up to this video of today. All right, so we got some news coming out of South Carolina. Sheriff snaps after Foot Locker shootout. Says they ain't tough when we knock at 4 a.m. And one of the perpetrators had an ankle monitor out on bond for murder. Out here doing goofy shit. Shouldn't have never let your ass out on bond is what it looks like, you know. But anyway, I digress. Make sure that like button is lit. Subscribe to the channel. Let's not waste no more time. Let's go ahead and get up into this video right now.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
I am so thankful that Richland County is a praying community, because only by the grace of God, I'm not standing up here talking about 20 or 30 kids that were killed. And this has happened for the last 2 years, and right up until this past week, the same thing, where we've had multiple shots being fired at events. I'll go back to April 29, 2023 at Meadow Lakes, where a group of people with guns shooting at people, made arrests in that. Last year on May 28th, the village of Lakeshore, another mass shooting again. And then last week at
It's going down like that in South Carolina.
Columbia Place Mall, and then in the town of Blythewood. You know, I've stand up here many times and talk about young people with guns and how dangerous they are and what we got going on in this community. And that's what we had recently last week. We're going to show some videos in a minute, and they're very graphic, and they should be, because our community needs to look at this and be shocked on what we've got going on in our community.
Should be.
Parents need to look at this and be shocked and take some action. We still have a lot of parents out here who are turning a total blind eye on what their young people are doing with guns and just shooting with total disregard for any human life whatsoever. I stand here and I shake my head, and I'm just amazed, but also very thankful that we haven't had young people killed to the extent that it could have been in any of these incidences. I'm also standing here thankful for our community and those who do care enough in this community to make calls and help us out and give us information. And for those who are upset about what's going on and are doing things, but we need more. We need more people involved. We need more parents involved. It's just unconscionable on some of the things that we see and what we're going to do. So we're going to show videos, and we're going to talk through them, and we're going to slow them down because people need to see. First shooting happened Wednesday, April 2nd, at Columbia Place Mall. And I will say this, both of these shootings that we're going to discuss Columbia Mall had nothing to do with it. The town of Blythewood had nothing to do with it. I don't want people to blame what's going on either one of these places. The responsibility goes on the shooters. It's not on the locations. And I think sometimes we want to blame the locations for something happening. And that's not true. And these cases here, this just is where the shootings happen. And you'll just see how those involved just did not care one bit. So the first one happened at Columbia Place Mall Wednesday, a little bit over a week ago, about 3:30, where we get a call of a shooting going on in the mall. This is one of the stores in the mall.
Damn, they get down like that in South Carolina, boy. They shoot inside the store, like the baby up in Walmart. Yo. Oh, they don't play no games. They don't play no games in South Carolina, I see. Okay. What the law is like? Is it like in Texas? Is it open carry in South Carolina? I'm finna look that up.
It's a typical store. People in their shopping.
Like the Wild Wild West for sure.
Stop. I want you to see this lady
Stroller.
and this baby in this stroller. She's just a shopper. Has nothing to do with anything except she's in there shopping, and she's caught in the middle of a gunfight. And those who are firing those rounds have absolutely no concern for her safety or that baby's safety whatsoever. I applaud her. You're going to see as this video goes how she protects her child. That is a mother. That's what a parent does, but the action she's taken, but she and that baby, hopefully the baby's not old enough to realize, but they'll be traumatized forever. Continue.
Yup, South Carolina is open carry. It says as of March 7, 2024, open carry is legal without a permit. I just wanted to know.
There's shooting going on as she's laying there right now.
It's sad.
I want everybody to look at that. I want parents in the community to look at that young lady right there and that baby on the danger that they're being subjected to. There's shooting going on. There's a shootout going on right now, and they're absolutely in the middle of it. Play the video.
I ain't gonna lie, mama caked up though. Whoa. Whoa. She took cover for sure. If this ain't her first shootout that she's been around, her common sense, her survival instincts kicked in for sure. Unless she been in a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? Being in South Carolina, who knows?
These are the bad guys. That's Team B. 3 of them in Team B. 1 in Team A. Look at the guns coming out. Look at the shooting they're doing.
Wow.
She's over here laying on the floor as they're shooting. Bullets hitting here, bullets hitting everywhere.
Where is she at? That's
Here they are
crazy.
run out. Stop. We'll go back. Continue. Just keep continuing. Keep it going. That's all 3 of them have got guns. They've already shot at the individual they were shooting at. So Team A has 1 person, Team B has 3 people. But you have a baby and that lady caught in
1 versus 3?
the middle. And you have another gentleman who's out in the mall who's nothing but a shopper. Just there, shopping. He's caught in the middle of the gunfire. He gets shot.
Oh, did he say gunfire? And I thought he said gunfight. That may be what he said.
Here they are coming in the store. There she is coming in the store.
That's
Gentleman
sad.
gets shot walking out.
Imagine that.
He'll go shooting. Bullets hitting here. Bullets hitting over there. Gentleman shot over here. And here they go running out. all with the guns.
That's crazy. What you pulling on your hoodie for? Your hoodie ain't gonna protect you from no bullets flying, and it ain't gonna protect your identity either, because you done already been spotted on cam. What you pulling on your hoodie for? Like, bro, that was goofy. That was goofy.
These are the three we're looking at. May be hard to see. That is a long gun. That's not a pistol. These two got pistols. This one has a long gun.
That boy came out there with a Draco.
I know we all go shopping carrying a rifle, but that's what they're carrying. That's what they're. These are the three that we're looking at. These three are on Team B that we're still looking for. Team A got arrested. He was shot, ended up in the hospital in Orangeburg, where he told a lie on how he had a self-inflicted gun wound, which we proved is different because he had the same clothes on at the hospital that he had when the shooting happened. That's what he's charged with at this time. So we're continuing to work this. 1 week after the shooting, 1 week, we already made one arrest on this, and we'll continue to make arrests on this.
Damn, just one?
Probably at least 25 shots were fired in the mall.
That's crazy.
Shooting in Blythewood, Saturday, 2 a.m., 200 kids, young people in town of Blythewood. We have a shooting. It starts off with...
Damn, this another situation?
What we call pop-up parties. This is the social media that went out.
Pop-up parties.
Bring your own booze, bring your own...
We call them kickbacks. You know what I'm saying?
Weed.
Bring your own weed? Hold on, they put this on the fly? They bugging.
What we call pop-up parties.
They tripping.
This is the social media that went out.
They acting up.
Bring your own booze, bring your own weed.
How old is this party of the people? Like, they talking about bring your own booze. Are you even old enough to drink? Why you talking about bring your own booze, and then not on top of that, you talking about bring your own weed? Where do they serve weed at anyway? Where do they serve weed? Like at functions. You typically can get served some booze. You know, they may have a bartender, they may have drinks or whatever, you know, but you typically gonna either bring your own weed or it's gonna be weed at the function. People gonna be passing it around, or you can purchase some from somebody there, you know. Why would you even say bring your own weed? Like, that's a given. You just putting extra shit out there that don't even gotta be on there. BYOB, okay, I understand that. We've heard of BYOB, but who the hell say bring your own weed? That's it, man, that's goofy and it's illegal. Like, what you talking about?
Your own weed, drugs. This is the party. This is where it started. Starts at a house. Then it goes from there, and these kids then, not just a small group, large group, 200 of them.
Ah, that's crazy, man. Hey, we used to have parties like that, but not like that. I'm talking about the flyers and things, man. Shout out to my boy Scott Weezy, Shoes McGee. Man, they used to have the parties lit, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, and they would probably have BYOB on there, but it wasn't no bring your own weed. I don't never remember no shit talking about bring your own weed, just giving away.
Up in Blythewood. I want people to watch. This is probably only not even half. This is a quarter of the kids. These are 3 different locations, the Waffle House, car wash, and a gas station, that they invaded the town of Blythewood. And
they invaded?
Watch this video and see them run when the gun starts.
Jeez. That's crazy. You came back for your shoe? You came back for your shoe. F them shoes. That boy said, nah, these them new J's. I just got these. People gonna get hit. That's crazy. Cleared that bad boy out. That bitch look like a ghost town. What the hell? That's crazy.
Over 60 rounds were fired. And we're going to play just the sound. I want people to listen to the shooting that's going on. How many shots are fired?
Hold on, I'm gonna try to count.
I want people to listen
I'm gonna try
to the shooting that's going on. How many shots are fired?
I got like 46 right there. Oh, 47, 48, 49. I got like 54.
This is something you
but I know I missed some, so
expect to hear in Iraq or Afghanistan.
that's a lot of damn
during the war.
bullets.
This is in Blythewood. This is the town of Blythewood. This was a war zone that these kids turned the town of Blythewood into.
That's wild business.
We're going to play this video here. You'll watch these individuals here. You'll see them all pull their guns out.
That's crazy.
Guns, shooting.
Now, who was returning fire, though? If somebody opened fire, is returning fire a crime? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
We let this video out
We in an open carry state.
a few days ago. This happened on the 5th. Put the video out on the 8th. And on the 10th, we made a first 2 arrests were made. 18 years old, high school student, in high school currently.
Najir Suber. That's not Black American, though. Tariq Nasheed would point that out. He would say, yeah, they not FBA. Yeah. I forgot what the other one name was. Where we at? Let me see. 1155. His name is Grant Rawls. I don't know. Man. But anyway.
You'll watch these individuals here. You'll see them all pull their guns. Lifewood. Student. In high school currently.
In high school.
18 years old.
I'm going to beg it up. He may give us some info on his
High school student. We let this video out a few days ago. This happened on the 5th. Put the video out on the 8th. And on the 10th, we made a first 2 arrests were made. 18 years old, high school student, in high school currently. 18 years old, in high school.
Daryl Birch. I don't know. He may be American.
There was kids from Columbia, Camden, Casey, Blythewood, 200 of them. There was an individual there that we've recognized that had an ankle monitor on who was out on bond for murder.
Easy.
This was the type of individuals that took over the town of Blythewood this past weekend. Now, as you see, we're already making an arrest, and we're going to continue to make arrests until everybody that was responsible is caught. What I'm asking is parents who see this video, recognize your child, know your child was there, you need to contact us. Because if you don't,
what
Then at 4 o'clock in the morning, you're going to get a knock on your door.
4 a.m.
And somebody's going to go to jail.
Sheesh.
I'm going to call out one vehicle that was there, a black Maserati was there.
Oh, black Maserati. And we know who you is. We know who your child is. We going to give your ass till noon tomorrow. If your ass ain't turned the child in by that time, be expecting a knock on your door at around 4 in the morning.
Involved. Now, I don't think any of these kids probably owned a Maserati, so that belongs to a parent. That parent and that kid who's driving that car needs to come in because we're going to find you too. It's just a matter of time. I've talked up here before, and I'll continue to talk about these guns. I'm going to get you in one or two places, either in the cemetery or in prison. We're very fortunate that we don't have anybody going to the cemetery, but we got a lot of kids and a lot of young people who are going to be arrested, and we're going to continue to find them. Our investigators have done a great job. The community's done a great.
So thank God that these unskilled shooters didn't shoot anybody. But how they ain't hit no targets? Even the target you was aiming to hit, you didn't graze them or nothing. Y'all just out here shooting loosely. That's even more dangerous. Thank God no innocent bystanders didn't get hit. But what I'm saying is, y'all ain't got no kind of training, no aiming. Everybody out here just shooting loosey-goosey. Bullets flying everywhere. Y'all ain't hit y'all target. And thank God y'all didn't hit any other target. Any unintended targets.
The ones that's helped us out. Town of Blythewood has helped us out with
I guess it ain't a target if it ain't unintended, right?
cameras that they had. You had numerous businesses that were shot up. You had vehicles that were shot up. We had a young lady that was shot in a car.
Oh, damn. Well, we do got somebody who was shot.
Driving, leaving, she was shot. So we had someone shot. Over 60 rounds, you heard them.
Well, damn.
Over 60 rounds were fired. So the message today is either come in or we're coming to get you. Plain and simple. We're going to come get you. Not only are we sick and tired of what we just shown that happened at Columbia Place Mall in Blythewood.
How many of y'all think that they going to turn themselves in if they ain't came and got them? Because chances are you either know or you don't know that I was involved. It was so many people that I'm going to take the chances. You may have to come get me. Thinking like a criminal would think. Who's going to be like, you know what, I was involved, let me turn myself in, unless it was somebody returning fire that was trying to defend themselves. They may have the heart to be, to turn themselves in. Other than that, I don't think the crooks going to turn themselves in. Maybe if some of the parents out here are good Samaritans, maybe they'll turn their child in. But yeah, I don't think they're going to turn themselves in, man. Y'all going to have to do y'all work, Jack.
I hope this community is shocked enough to be sick of it, too. When you watch these videos, you watch that mom laying on the floor protecting her child because these crazies are running around here want to be gangsters. They big and bad when they're out like that, but they ain't big and bad when we go lock them up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's a big difference then. But when they're out there like that and you got innocent people caught in, they don't care. They don't care. Questions?
Was the Columbia Mall shooting an isolated event?
Yeah, these people knew each other. It was Team A against Team B against Team A, however you want to say it. Yes, they knew each other. So it was very isolated.
That wasn't her question. Hold on. It wasn't isolated. So I think she was trying to say, was the mall shooting and the Waffle House shooting separate from each other? I don't think he understood the question. Or am I tripping? I may be tripping.
Mom laying on the floor
let me run
protecting
that
her
back.
child because these crazies are running around here want to be gangsters. Yeah, they big and bad when they're out like that, but they ain't big and bad when we go lock them up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's a big difference then. But when they're out there like that and you got innocent people caught in, they don't care. They don't care. Questions?
Was the Columbia Mall shooting an isolated event?
Yeah, these people knew each other.
He said, she said, was it an isolated event? He said, yeah. So yes, it was isolated. But then he goes on to say, these people knew each other. So did the people from the Waffle House shooting know the people from the mall shooting? He just confused the hell out of me, man. Am I tripping? Y'all? It's the gas. I be on the gas sometime, man. So sometime I'm a little slow. Now, I got 2 degrees and things, so don't think I'm just retarded. You feel me? I am a little slow sometime. I don't think I'm tripping, though. Because he just confused me. But let's go. Let's.
Team A against Team B. Team B against Team A, however you want to say it. Yes, they knew each other. So it was very isolated.
This is the second mall shooting.
It was Team A against Team B against Team A, however you want to say it.
Questions?
Do you think, I know obviously the blame is on
Team B against Team A, however you want to say it. Yes, they knew each other. So it was very isolated.
Next.
This is the second mall shooting that we've had in the last couple of years. Do you think, I know obviously the blame is on the suspects, but do we need up security at the malls?
Nah, that's not the mall's fault. Don't have anything to do with the malls. You know, it has to do with these people in here with guns who just don't care. But you also saw the...
Right, because that can happen anywhere. They got ops. They see each other. Shit. They may see each other walking down the street. You can't have security on the street. You know what I'm saying? Police, I guess that's where police fall in there. They can see each other in Walmart like the baby. You know, it's not... They can see each other at the dollar store. They can see each other at the gas station. They can see each other. It happens. You know, what's she talking about, Karen?
Sentences that people got in Lexington County for the Columbiana shooting, how many years that they're going away for. I mean, that same thing needs to happen with these cases too. You know, again, sometimes the only way to protect the community is put people behind bars and keep them there. And that's where some of these people deserve to be.
As far as the mall property, I know Richland County is going to be moving some county offices and things there in the future. In your opinion, is that area, can you judge the safety of that area, and do you think that increased patrols would do anything to help anything there?
No, I mean, again, there's deputies riding through there all the time. We have 2 offices right across from the mall. We have a gym across from the mall. The visibility of us being there.
So is he trying to say they need heavy police presence out there? Because let me tell you something, man. We got heavy police presence in my hometown of Longview, Texas, and it is ridiculous. They pulling people over left and right for bullshit. I'm talking about we got police on every intersection. I am not against police out here policing when they are actually policing and doing their job. But over policing and just finding things to do, because they've trailed me for 10 minutes, pulled me over, said I made a wide right turn, which I didn't make. I made a right turn, and then I put my blinker on to get over in the next lane. But then he said I made a wide right turn. Like, anyway, I'm not going to argue with him. He gave me a warning and let me go. He just wanted to pull me over to see if he was going to smell some weed or if I was going to give him some trouble or to run my name to see if he was going to come back with a warrant or whatever. You feel me? This is what they do. You know, so no, we don't need heavy policing. We need policing, but, you know, we need people out here doing what they're supposed to do in the community and not being a nuisance. You know what I'm saying? And when they are a nuisance, then we need police to handle that. We can't prevent everything from happening. Shit is going to happen. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. What are we talking about, man? They just want to put more police over in the black community. That's what he said.
is a lot. So again, you can't blame this on the malls. Can't blame it on the town of Blythewood. You saw 200 kids invade the town of Blythewood. You saw a bunch of punks go into Columbia Mall with their guns, long guns, stuck in your pants. You carrying it around.
That's crazy.
And you're in
too.
a store. That's you
wild
can't blame it
business.
on them. We need to stop blaming these places and putting all.
Yeah, how the hell is they walking around like that, man? Nigga ain't got on no trench coat or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like in the old days, they used to be dressed nice with these big long coats, and you wouldn't know what they have on up under. How the hell is these dudes hiding these big Dracos?
Responsibility on them and put it on these people who got these guns who are shooting. That's who we need to focus on.
As far as the pop-up
Facts.
parties and kind of the mob mentality, I know Blythewood's had to deal with that a couple of times here in the last month. Is there anything that your investigators can do to monitor social media channels or try and infiltrate?
We already doing it.
Handle on when those pop-up parties are going to be organized, so that you can kind of head those off at the pass.
We do
They
as
call them pop-up parties, huh?
much as we can, but these are instantaneous. That's why they call it pop-up parties. It happens that quick. You put it out on social media, here where we're going, everybody shows up. So, again, put it on the kids. Put it on these people that are doing this stuff, not on us, not on the innocent businesses. Put it on the people that deserve to have the blame put on them.
At the town council meeting yesterday, the Blythewood County councilman, he mentioned that it's hard to patrol loitering because of lack of resources. Do you see Blythewood in enforcing a curfew in the future?
I've had discussions with the mayor about that. They're exploring that possibility. And if they pass an ordinance that establishes a curfew, then we'll be there to help enforce it.
And do you think the town of Blythewood needs their own police department?
No, we got a headquarters right there in the town of Blythewood. Again, y'all are looking at the wrong people. Look at these 200 kids. Look at these people with the guns. That's what we need to be looking at.
They still trying to flood it with some police. Do you think they need their own police force, huh? Man, we got police there already. We got a headquarters there. What are you saying, Karen? Over policing is not the answer. Shit, throwing their asses in jail. Rectifying the problem. That's what the answer is when we gonna arrest these people. Once we get them, we gonna arrest them, and they gonna have their day in court. Hopefully they are brought to justice. They are sent away, and we're setting an example so that the next person who thinks about doing this don't do it. This is how we rectify the situation, ma'am. Over policing is never the answer. Because once you over police, you're going to get a reaction that you don't think you want. People are going to get to overthrowing the government at some point. They're going to fight back, and it's going to be chaos in the streets. You don't want to over police. You just want to police. And we doing it. Ma'am, listen at her. Do you think they need more security in the mall? You think they need to pat and search frisk these young black people who are coming in the mall? Everyone that's coming in the mall? What do you think? Damn, bitch. This is still America now. Shit.
Yeah. We can't put a deputy sheriff on every street corner. That's not possible. But there's some parents can keep these kids' butts where they need to be instead of 2 o'clock in the morning and run around here with a gun and shoot.
Yeah, and that's another thing. These parents out here. If these parents would actually be parents out here, then a lot of this shit would be eliminated. Yes, they're going to have some influence on the world. The world is going to have some influence on them. And they're going to have peer pressure. They're going to get to running with the wrong crowd. Some people may, But if parents do what they're supposed to do, a lot of this shit would just be eliminated.
That's what we need to focus on. That's who we need to be putting the blame on.
Any idea where the kids are getting some of these guns?
Guns are all over the place. Stolen guns. Some of the guns that we got recovered so far have been stolen guns. People leave guns in the car. Their vehicles don't lock them. Kids go through neighborhoods at night and open doors and get the guns out.
Breaking
and then they
into
end up on the
cars.
street.
Yep.
We've done better. Our community's done better. One of our community action team deputies came up with one of the best slogans I ever heard. Your vehicle's not a holster. Don't leave your gun in it.
Some tells me that she gonna ask another way how to get more police out there, or some kind of more policing. Some tells me that she gonna do it again. I don't know though.
And that's so true.
Because she already did it at least 2 or 3 times, and I think the other guy did it. They both done it at least once. More police. Some kind of way they asked a question about more police. Let's see if it get asked again.
And our community's done better, but we still need to do even better. But the guns are there. We got to change the minds and hearts of these kids. You watch these so-called gangsters run around here with these guns, shooting.
He said something when he said that right there, though. The guns is there. We got to change the minds and hearts of these kids. Yeah, for sure. He said a mouthful when he said that.
Could care less where the bullets are going. They're shooting. They're just shooting. You ask them, what are you shooting at? I'm just shooting. I'm shooting in the direction
What did I
where
say?
people are.
What did I say?
That's God's the only thing that's protected these kids from getting these bullets in their bodies.
It's crazy.
What would you say to address the revolving door that we have? You said one of the suspects was out on bond for murder.
I think that speaks to the crack that we got in our system. Here's somebody out on bond on murder with an ankle monitor, and you see he's out here involved in something.
That was a valid question. Okay. She switched it up unless that's a different lady.
It's going on like this. You kill somebody and you deserve to be back on the street, and you're doing things like this. Again.
What your ass doing out anyway? You got an ankle monitor on. What is you out doing? What you doing in the streets for? With a gun? You need to be having your ass at home chilling, staying out of trouble, laying low. Man, what the hell, bro? That's
we
crazy.
can only worry about what we can control, and
I
what
just
we
thought
control
about
is
this.
putting their butts in jail and locking them up. What happens to them after that, that's out of our control. The rest of the system's got to do their part.
There were over 200.
He said, yeah, the police, we doing our part. We locking their ass up. We getting the bad guys out. We doing what we supposed to do. Holler at the judge. Yeah, holler at the DA or whoever that you need to go holler at, but we doing what we supposed to do, baby. You see us locking their asses up, don't you? We doing what we supposed to do, ma'am. Holler at the judge, baby.
Young people there, a lot of young people don't want to involve themselves in, I guess, snitching culture. What would you tell parents that have young people that might have been there, that might have seen or knew these people or can help in the future?
Well, be lucky you didn't get shot with a bullet. Next time you won't be lucky. So is it snitching, or is it protecting your life and somebody else's life? Yeah, are you a snitch when you see something like that and somebody's throwing? You saw these kids run out of their shoes. You saw them just how scared they looked. That should be fear enough to want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. All right, thank y'all.
Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
There you have it. There you have it, man. The violence will never cease, man. As long as we glorify the things that we glorify. You feel me? Yeah. Anyway, I hope justice is brought. I hope every bad actor gets punished, gets held accountable for what they did. I'm thankful that none of those kids was severely injured. Hopefully a speedy recovery to the one who was shot, and hopefully she wasn't shot somewhere that's gonna leave a long-lasting, effect on them. Anyway, I digress. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. If you vibed all the way up to this point, I really do appreciate you. Make sure that like button is lit. Subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I'm SheldonVybez. I need y'all to be cool like the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes like you're supposed. Oh, yeah, no.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
Oh, God.